Cheers to a good book tag video. Hi book besties, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you guys are seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Maya and I like to talk about books here on the internet. Let's just get into this tag, shall we? I found this tag through Bookables, so I will link her channel video. What book cover makes you think of summer? Okay, so I don't read a lot of summer looking books. Not that I don't want to necessarily, it's just not something that I have in the collection. So what I decided to do for this, me being so extra, I decided to give you guys a summer palette. That is very dangerous. I literally have a coffee right next to me. I can't be dropping books. Okay, so here is a summer-esque type palette, overly cute, a little bit aesthetic, but I think, you know, I think we can all agree it's like summer colors, right? And this entire series, by the way, is my favorite series, I think, of all time. I think I will claim that for right now anyway. And that is the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. You should definitely go and get these books. All of them have been 5-star and all of them have just really hit me in the feels. And I think, how many? 2 or 3 have actually made me cry. So there is that. But for like a summery type of vibe, specifically on the cover, not just on the spines, I am going with the Tea Dragon Festival by Katie O'Neill. One could argue like spring, but her first book was definitely more spring-esque. This one you can kind of guess like summer, sort of. And the vibes are there. Listen, spring and summer, the vibes, they can mesh. Honestly, this might be a meshing of the two, I think. All right, what book has brightened your day? So many, but recently, very, very recently, 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson, just because my son, my husband, my boyfriend, my fiance, my whatever you want to call him, is in that book, and boy howdy does he deliver on just like everything I need in a character. But also our FMC, totally relatable, our MMC, one of, is just freaking you just don't know what to do with him, but you love him for it because he is just so endearing. And then just like all of the different characters, so endearing. I greatly appreciate Maureen Johnson's writing. This next question is a prompt. Find a book with yellow on it. Okay, there's this one. Is that in frame? I hope that's in frame because I wasn't paying attention. There is this one. Oh, this one because of words, but then spine. We have The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. Oh, did I even say the other choices? Heartstopper Volume 4 by Alice Oseman, wording and spine. Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman, just literally cover. And the Tea Dragon Festival by Katie O'Neill, within and then spine. What is your favorite summer beach read? I would say, oh, it's not prepared for this. Okay. Paper Towns by John Green. Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I do know how to say agenda, but okay. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. In Now the Wrong Order, the Heartstopper series. The Tea Dragon Festival, and also its first book, The Tea Dragon Society, of the which I literally am not... Yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere, so. What action book had you running for the ice cream man? What is this question? Do they mean summer romancy? Like, need to cool off? Like, what is the context of this? Because, like, there few different scenarios going on in my head, but none of them match each other. And the books that I would answer for said scenarios are not the same. So I'll just list the scenarios that are coming to my head and the books that I think would go with them. Also, this is like just off the top of my head. So for the scenario that I'm thinking of, the first one that popped up in my head was a book with like a romance that got you like needing to cool down, basically. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Okay, moving on. Next scenario. It's a hot summer day. You need a sweet treat, and this is a book that you treat yourself with. Any Sarah Penner book, flashing across the screen right now. All of her books. The other scenario of just like eating ice cream on the beach is just like vibes. What is a good beach vibe? Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Leo and the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. Paper Towns by John Green. I don't know, that's just a book that I always think of when I think summer. Honestly, I view summer as the time to reread and read more. So like when I was in school, I would be just reading all of the new things voraciously, but then summer would hit and I would allow myself to have those reread moments because it's like, okay, you read so many books, what was the one that you want to get back into? So I would say that is like what I think of when I think of summer reads. But if we're talking just like beach and vibes, those are the types of books that I would recommend for those scenarios. For sure. Oh wait, but it says what action book? We're keeping the rest of that in because that was just funny that none of them were action. What is an action book that had you running for the ice cream man? What does that even mean? What does that mean? I needed to know. Okay, but like action books that I enjoyed? Well, Renegades by Marissa Meyer, for sure. That's a newer one. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I'll put that in there. That one was really good. I enjoyed that. Anything else that I have that is action? Ooh. Sci-fi action, yes. Illuminate. I would put that one in there. Those are the books that I would recommend for action specifically. I love that I just like went off on multiple different scenarios and none of them were an answer to the question. Sunburn. What book has left you with a bad and or painful ending? A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. We don't talk about Bruno. Okay. Sunset. What book gave you the happiest feelings when it ended? Oh my gosh. Red, White, and Royal Blue. I was so giddy over that book. What book cover reminds you of a sunset? Actually, I was reminded of this as I was doing my unhaul video. The Gravity of Us. And then last, but certainly not least, what is one book or series you hope to read this summer? Okay. Are you guys ready? 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. And Do I Dare, Do I Dare, Do I Dare? Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. And that is all for the questions. That is all for this tag. That means that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for taking the time out of your day to do so. I will leave linked everything that is necessary in the description box down below. Plus, technically, I still was filming this as of the time the Tarot Readathon was still in progress and Sunrise on the Readathon. Summerween has passed, but we will still give all of the information there so that you can go follow, subscribe, all of the things. Actually, technically, I think this video does come out still within this month. Wow, Maya. Okay, you're doing great. You're doing fine. Hun, breathe. I will have all of the necessary links in the description box down below. I will also have my stuff linked in the description box down below. That'll be my second channel, my Instagram, Bookstagram, my TikTok that is kind of seconding as a book talk. That's made sense. Okay, we're running on low amounts of sleep, if you could not tell, so you know, we're doing our best over here. So anyways, thank you guys again so much, and as always, thank you guys so much for being the absolute best bookish bestie that ever was, is, or ever will be. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!